Struck a nerve, huh?
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another trailer reaction, exclusive trailer reaction for the television show, none other than the beloved character. If you've been watching a lot of Sony's animation and you were paying attention to Into the Spider-Verse, with the Miles Morales story, you were introduced to the very, beloved Spider-Noir, voiced by none other than the homie Nicolas Cage. So it was informed to the trades that there was going to be a live-action version of this beloved character. Whether or not we're going to see this person in the MCU, whether or not he's going to be in any live action Miles Morales when that ever comes to fruition, who knows? But I think that this is going to be their very soft introduction to these characters that are going to get closer and closer to what I believe is when we're actually going to get Miles in his actual factual debut, whether it be MCU or whether it be Sony, who knows? But I think that this is our soft approach. There has been, those others, as we very well know, didn't perform very well. Although I really love Venom. First Venom I love. Second Venom I was okay with. There'll be carnage. Third one was like a love letter. It is what it is. It was what it was. But Madam Web and Morbius and it is what it is. So I'm hoping that this Amazon series, because Amazon, they introduced the Cape Crusader for the Batman version, which I really, really enjoyed. I'm hoping that this joint is, I hope that it lives up to what it was presented and how it was introduced, and had us all crazed because, we're getting closer and closer to, who we really want to see on live action, which is Miles Morales. But anyway, but before we press forward, we're going to say thank you to all of those that that have joined to stopping through and joining us with this reaction. We could not do anything. We could not do anything with this channel without you guys. So we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts here at Movie Jawns. And tell a friend and tell a friend. So we can keep making more of these and keep on pushing and chugging out, because we love doing them. Love doing these joints. But speaking of these joints, though, I was, meandering when I saw that this has been released, that other YouTubers were doing reactions. But I have, in passing in the thumbnails, I was like, I'm wondering if anyone actually decided to do it like this. So if anyone else is doing it, maybe, great minds think alike. But, if you're going to see something called Spider-Noir, I don't want, just our regular televised version. I want it noir. I want the space to be just that. If it's going to be a Spider-Noir trailer, we're going to watch it none other than noir style. So I'm hoping that this joint is great. I'm hoping that this is, living up to the hype. So without any further ado, this is Spider-Noir with none other than Nicolas Cage in the authentic black and white for this teaser trailer. All right, let's go, everybody. Let's check it out.
Tell me why.
You already know how it ends.
Well, then start from the beginning.
Yeah, this looks beautiful. Oh, look at I'm definitely watching it in black and white. Definitely.
Ticks. Thoughts.
Interesting. Look for Nick.
Impulses. I manage to suppress them.
Yeah, he looks great.
Most of the time.
What's going on, Ben?
This looks great. And this is gonna be a TV
Wait.
series?
What the hell happened to him?
I beat up some guys in a bar. And I got blasted.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
What are you thinking about over there?
Bit of an existential crisis, if I'm honest.
Struck a nerve, huh?
Wow. I'm silent because it's amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. May 27th? No, we're not doing True-Hue. Even though it looks nice. No, we're doing it. Yup. We are 1 billion% watching that entire series in black and white. Best believe we are watching that in black and white. Oh my goodness. That looks amazing. What? That looks great. So, like I said, this is the soft introduction because all the other failed Spider-Man or shows or whatever. I was shocked that this is actually a TV show. I actually thought that this was going to be a film release, but it could have been a film release. If they had done this in black and white in theatrical release, I think it would be bonkers. But whatever, we will be front and center with our Amazon Prime. Shout out to Amazon Prime for shout out to Amazon Prime. If you're an Amazon Primer, Prime Videoer, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, make sure that you get your subscription. If you want to just take her over there and just get a 30-day trial, you can always wait until May and sign up for Amazon and get your 30-day for free and then watch the episodes. But knowing how this is going to drop, I don't know if this is going to be, I would wait to see whether or not if it's going to be a full drop, then you could get your Amazon free that day for that 30-day period and then go watch, if they still do that. I'm quite sure they do. But if they do that whole drop that same day, win-win. You get to see your Amazon, get a free joint for the 30 days, and you get to see, Spider-Noir if it does a same day drop for all of the episodes. But if it's weekly, John, we'll have to see this how many weeks and just how many episodes, and but we're watching it no matter what. We're watching it in black and white. We're watching it front row seats. I'm there. I'm going to be in the gaming and screening room on the big screen. I got to see him, thwipping, I got to see him thwipping, on the big screen in true black and white form. It's nothing more exciting than that. Yeah. So it is definitely 2 thumbs up, 2 toes up, 2 thwips up, 2 Spider-Man thwips. I can't wait to see this joint. This joint looks amazing. Oh my goodness. Nick's, I will say, if you watch it in True-Hue, be forgiving of the de-aging. Not a lot of the software that they have out there for the de-aging process doesn't work well with some actors that have, seasoned in their life. And Nick Cage, I think, is always going to be forever timeless. But it's a big difference when he was a Ghost Rider, and even before that, doing films, Raising Arizona, to what he's doing now. He still looks great, but I think that if they're going to try to de-age him in some of those scenes, because it really looks, like it's really truly obvious that he has some scenes that were de-aged. To me, it doesn't look right, but I could be forgiving for certain aspects of technology because you just can't de-age. Remember X-Men when they de-aged Patrick Stewart and Sir Ian McKellen, as Magneto and Professor X, how they de-aged them. I mean, that looked okay because that was a time in those actors' world where de-aging them was acceptable, and we were still convinced, like, that could pass. But some actors, it's really difficult to de-age them Indiana Jones, like that, the one Indiana Jones, the last one, the Crystal Skull. I mean, that looked really rough. That looked really, really tough in some of the scenes. Most of the scenes, it was really good. But other scenes, it was like truly, awfully obvious that they were doing it. And it was like the mouth movement, especially when they're talking. But if they're doing action, it's really easy to like blur it out and move because, you're not honing in and zooming in. But when they start talking, is when it becomes a problem. But we'll see how it is with this. Maybe it's not going to be as horrible. Maybe it would be as forgiving. I'm going to forgive it because it just looks amazing when he's actually in the costume, when he's actually, zipping around in the streets, So yeah, it is smiles over here. So yeah, don't meet me there, beat me there when it releases on what was the date? May. Don't meet me there, beat me there. May 27th, Amazon Prime. Make sure that you guys are tuning in on it. We're going to cover it. We're going to check it out. So if you want to see how we feel about it, or how our reaction is per episode, if you want us to check, you want to see what that is, let us know in the comments down below. I'd love to see, what everyone else's reaction is as well, so we could do it together. It'd be a shared universe, right? So yeah, that's my reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are watching some really good television. There's A Night of the Seven Kingdoms that's really, really good. There's some films that are coming out. The Bride is supposed to be releasing, but we're all waiting. Everyone's anticipating for the trailer. I am telling you, I'm honing in. When it drops, it's gonna be magnanimous. We're gonna be all Marvel decked out when Avengers Doomsday trailer officially, rolls out. So yeah, I hope you guys are watching great television. I hope you guys are geared up for the movies that are set to be released, Mandalorian and Grogu. If you're, a Mandalorian fan, hopefully it's not going to be one of those side quest films, but like The Bad Batch. Love The Bad Batch, but it didn't need to be side quests every single episode. Give me some story, but who knows? We'll see. But yeah, as we always say around here, love is love, right? So be love, everybody, and rock steady until the next trailer reaction. Till then, keep watching, everybody. Take care. Peace.
Spider-Man does whatever a Spider-Noir guy does.